Access granted. You've successfully hacked the core content of the Dr.C Radio-Show. Initiating broadcast. Calling all founders, creators, and change agents. What if you have a solution to a particular problem that your community or the world may be facing today? The universe is waiting. Tell us your story, and we'll set the international audio stage and stream blasting your voice to be amplified and heard out there. This is Dr.C, and welcome to the Dr.C Radio-Show.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the Dr.C Radio-Show. And today we are very fortunate. We are very blessed to be able to have a quick interview with Dr. Vaughn Eason. He serves with the U.S. Navy, actually with USS Dextrous. He's a command senior enlisted leader with the U.S. Navy. My son was with the Marines. So he is also a radiology professional, personal management, project management. He's into process improvement, quality assurance, and also he's a builder and a mentor. And as a matter of fact, he also graduated as a doctor in business administration in healthcare management from the same university I finished in Cal University. And so let's, no more further ado, let's all welcome Dr. Vaughn Eason, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, there you go. Take it away, Doc.
Hey, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the kind words and the introduction. And thank you for your son's service as well.
Yes, you too, sir. It's good to be joining, talk or conversation, exchange of thoughts and ideas with somebody actually in the Navy. Because you didn't know, you haven't asked, and I would like to kind of share with you a little bit. I tried to join the U.S. Navy, but then my aides cut me off, like, you're too old, Cliff. So I didn't make it. But then, my son went to the Marines, so life goes on, and those are very cool. I think you have met a lot of Filipino in the Navy and in the Air Force. They like being there. Do you have Filipino friends over there?
Oh, yes, I have a lot of Filipino friends in the Navy. A lot of my good friends, I know I went through X-ray school with a guy named Jerome Bartolome. And he really taught me a lot, good with networking, just had a good time with him.
Right. So earlier, I actually initially mentioned with you that I don't, this is going to be public, but I don't really mind. Also, because of the pandemic, COVID-19 virus has been attacking and causing a lot of havoc to the entire world today, and it hasn't stopped yet. It's going to keep going, and the people are getting really scared and worried about that, and nobody is spared. Even the top officials, even the senators, and I heard there's another group at the Navy, also, I think it's USS Roosevelt, and then they also got infected. Even the captain of the ship got infected. That's just sad.
Yes, it is, and especially when you're in confined spaces, such as on a Navy warship. So, our hearts and prayers definitely go out to our shipmates that are on the Roosevelt, and I know that they will continue to, do their best to prevent the spread. But, on a ship, it's tight quarters, so it's kind of hard to practice social distance.
It's hard to do that.
Yes.
6 distance.
Yes.
So, our listeners today are excited to know more about what you do. What are the things that you contribute to the world? So, I would say, I don't know which one are you more involved into as a U.S. Navy guy, or more into the radiology professional, or doing some other things like being involved in all this stuff. Tell us more about what you do, my friend.
So as the Command Senior Enlisted Leader, I am a advisor to the commanding officer.
Right.
What I do is I pretty much run the day-to-day schedule.
Okay.
Such as, we are a mine countermeasure ship. So our job is to go out, hunt mines, and destroy them. So what I do is I make sure that our sailors are qualified to operate the equipment. I make sure that we are properly staffed.
Right.
We're here in the Middle East, so when it's not so easy if you don't have the amount of people that you need to just call upon, hey, I need extra bodies. And then, here come people out of the woodworks. But I manage this daily schedule and personnel, just making sure people's pay, making sure people's official records are up to date, and just making sure we can go out and complete the mission and keep the ocean lanes open.
Right. And make sure we find some bombs in there, some mines in there.
Find some mines.
Hopefully there's not.
Well, we keep our fingers crossed that there are none.
Yeah. So, you're pretty much aware about what's going, especially you mentioned earlier in close quarter places such as you are in right now. So how do you actually, observe or practice some infection control measures and things like that, so to avoid having or getting infected with the coronavirus, especially that you are in a ship? So what's going to happen if one person gets infected and then before you know another person is just had, and we heard a lot of stories about the cruise ships, right? So tell us more about that, sir.
So my ship is probably 10 times smaller than an aircraft carrier. Okay. It's a very small ship, so it's very hard to practice social distancing on a ship, let alone one that is very small.
So when you talk about small ship, how many people are in there?
Right now we have about 67 sailors on board the ship.
Okay.
And the ship is less than 300 feet. So it's a small ship. I would say, like for my office, I share an office with 2 other people. So it's very hard to, not, bump into someone on board the ship. Yes. What we do is we normally clean the ship twice a day. We've gone to 4 times a day,
right,
cleaning the ship.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that we wipe down all the surfaces, that,
sanitize,
the door handles. When you're in the dining area, we've limited the seating in the dining area so that there's one seat in between each person. And we limited our meetings. So a lot of the meetings that we had, we now do via email, or we do in smaller groups, or we just go off of the ship period to hold meetings so that we are able to get more space in between people.
Wow.
But I think the best way we can stop the spread here is just through cleanliness. Doing a lot more cleaning,
hand washing and stuff.
Hand washing, that is huge. We definitely encourage hand washing. We put out hand sanitizer in almost every location. So.
Right. But yeah, it's always a big challenge. I'm going to tell you, I'm also a health professional and as actually a frontliner, and I was helping with a patient who is asymptomatic. So it doesn't have showing any symptoms and all that in one of the facilities I work with. And then at one point, he had a bad vomiting episode. So, okay, I was taken to the hospital. And when he was in the hospital, he got tested positive. Wow. So I was like, oh. And 4 days after that, I already began to experience symptoms. I'm like, oh my God. So my boss told me, okay, Cliff, you better see what's going on. And she gave me the number to call and get scheduled for the swab for the actual COVID-19 testing. Same day, they called. I got it 11 a.m. At 9 p.m., I got the result. I was somehow stunned, and it came back positive. So like my wife was like, oh my God, so what are we going to do now? You're positive and all that. So I have to self-quarantine. Good thing about that is I don't have any of those shortness of breath or any difficulty breathing or respiratory distress. So I'm pretty much okay. I don't have any complication like lung-related stuff, even in the past, which is good. And then my temperature doesn't go beyond 100, which is great. And I keep myself hydrated. I drink the most hot water. I drink hot water, not just a regular water. They said it helps too. Kind of like, I don't know exactly, but they didn't give me any sort of medications that they give just to say just get some rest. get hydrated. But I just want to share with you that we can. I mean, there's a lot of people who maybe came out positive, but they can choose to curl in one corner, cry, get depressed, curse everybody. Maybe some other people, I've heard about that. They come out of the house, go out there in the public, and I think there's one in Arizona. I started spitting on the produce and meat products in one of the stores. Wow. It's like, I get coronavirus. I want everybody to have this as well. It's just sad, but we can have a lot of responses to this particular stimuli. But today is the best time to unite, to do something about it. The very least that we can do is, distance, just like what you're doing and promoting with your team and with your group over there. So keep yourself clean and sanitize, clean the whole ship and all that. So that one. So, so anyway, I still want to recruit you to add more prayers. I know a lot of my friends are praying for me, but definitely. If you can be one of those, maybe you are very close to the universe and tell you can help Cliff to get it over the soonest possible time so I can get back to work. Because right now I'm in a corner, I'm behind my couch.
Yes. Doc, I'm definitely praying for you. I would definitely pray for you. This is a very scary time because, no one really knows much about coronavirus. So
correct.
This is definitely a scary time. And, it's for you to still have a smile on your face.
Correct.
Having been diagnosed positive with it.
Right.
That just speaks volumes to your character. So just stay strong, because I'm pretty sure your family is worried as well.
Yes.
One of the things that my friends and family are all back home in the U.S. and I'm here in the Middle East. So it's scary that I'm not there with them. I can't be there to.
How many kids do you have?
I have 3 children. 2 of them are like one is 24 and my daughter just turned 18, and then I have a 13-year-old son.
Oh boy.
So, technically only one is still a baby, but all of them will forever be my babies.
When was the last time you saw them?
I speak to them every day, but I went home for Christmas. I was able to go home for Christmas, and I got to spend time with them.
Oh yeah,
this is scary. I wish you the best. I wish you a speedy recovery, and
thank you.
Just stay strong for your family.
Thank you. So really appreciate your time exchanging thoughts with me and to know more about what you do. It's very interesting about look out there, dig the bottom of the ocean and look for mine. I hope you don't find any, and maybe old shipwrecks from Spanish galleons, and maybe you can find out maybe some gold and some wine in there. Bring me some.
I sure will.
Some gold coins. Anyway, sir, can you leave us some few good words that for our general public who's watching our radio show today? Maybe they can get something out from that. Go ahead, please.
Well, again, this is a very trying time, not only for the U.S., but for the world. And this is an opportunity. I know a lot of people are complaining. When you look on social media, you have people that complain because I'm quarantined at home. Yeah. This is the perfect time to reconnect with family and friends because you never know. Just like you went to work one day and you came home with a positive result. So you never know what's going to happen throughout the course of the day. So I would just encourage everybody to, love on your loved ones and use this time to build yourself professionally. Right. This is the perfect opportunity to start that business that you wanted to start. This is the perfect opportunity to, enroll in school or, enroll in a professional certification.
Right.
There's nothing but opportunity right now because people have more time on their hands than they normally have. So I would just encourage everybody to not only invest in yourself, but invest in others. You hear the stories about people fighting over toilet paper or, hand sanitizer at the stores. But, you don't hear a lot of stories about the compassion that is out there. Right. And there really is, there really are individuals, who are still operating soup kitchens. There's still individuals who are, just taking care of the elderly.
Right.
And lastly, I think this is a perfect time. I invested a lot in education. We went to the same university, so we invested a lot in our professional development.
Yes.
But the coronavirus has really highlighted those workers that are often overlooked, the janitorial staff.
Correct.
The fast food workers.
You're right.
Because, a lot of people here in Bahrain, when I tell you people are eat out like there's no tomorrow. There's a delivery service here called Taliban. And I mean, you could order from almost any restaurant.
No.
And they deliver. When I tell you they would deliver within 30 minutes, I mean, from any restaurant. So, you get very fat and lazy, but this is the time to recognize those workers that often work the jobs that are thankless.
Right. Hey, you mentioned about getting home quarantine, right? So I heard some couple of jokes from the Philippines, where I am originally from. Okay. It's like, we are home quarantine. I'm gonna be staying in the house for a long time. Guess what? After 9 months, more babies coming out.
I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of babies delivered. Later on this year, early next year, there will be a lot of children.
Right. So they'll get COVID babies.
Yes.
Oh, God. So I just want to thank you with all my heart for your service and for keeping the world safe. We don't want some explosions coming from the bottom of the ocean or anything like that. Just keeping the entire universe to be safe and so you can sleep well. So thank you for your service. And I really appreciate your time. You could be doing something else, but you just chose to be with us today to be able to connect with everybody else in the entire world who are watching this radio show. And this radio show, this particular episode will be in the internet for a long, long time. Even we probably pass away already, it's still going to be there as long as there's internet. And they can find value in that as well. So thank you so much, Dr. Vaughn Eason. And what are your future projects from here on? I know you have accomplished a lot and you thought about writing a book or becoming the actor.
I have thought about writing a book.
Yeah, please.
And I want to get more involved in the professional organizations like ACHE.
What is that?
American College of Healthcare Executives.
Okay.
As well as the American Society for Radiologic Technologists. I want to get more involved in professional organizations. My time in the Navy is drawn to a close, so I'm going to be, looking to transition into the civilian community when I retire. So I want to start preparing myself for a civilian life.
Okay. Oh, well, again, thank you for your time. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for sticking with us at Dr.C Radio-Show. That was Dr. Vaughn Eason, who is currently with the U.S. Navy Command Senior Enlisted Leader. And see you for more episode in the future. Doctor, thank you so much and stay safe out there and keep our oceans safe as well.
Thank you for sticking around with Dr. C and today's special guest. If you have a story to tell the world, email us at drcradioshow@gmail.com and we'll set the stage for you. Until the next episodes with the Dr. C Radio Show, where we help amplify your voice to the world.